everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Faces by Brittany here, and today I'll be sharing with you my Brown Sugar Babe collection. So if that's something you're interested in, then just keep on watching. I wanted to make sure that I made this video because Brown Sugar Babe has been a brand that I've been using in my fragrance journey to amplify fragrances, to moisturize, of course, and also it helps the longevity of the fragrance that I am wearing. So I've purchased quite a few. I've had some for maybe a year or so now. Others are fairly new to my collection, but I wanted to share my thoughts about ordering, the pricing, of course. Does it really work? Is it worth it? And my favorites. So I'm going to start off with my small bottles, and I'm going to work up to my larger bottles. So I have, it's 2 in each section. Actually, it's 13 because it's only 1 over here. But let's start off with the minis that I have. So the minis, I believe, are $10 each, but let me double check. Yes, the 1 ounces are $10 each. So this one is called Just Peachy. All right, so Just Peachy. Just Peachy is absolutely one of my favorites. It is one of my favorites from the brand. If you love peach notes, this is going to be everything. I want to say that it is more of an artificial peach. It smells just like peach rings. Oh my goodness, this one is my absolute favorite. Now with Just Peach, I did purchase the larger bottle of this because it was an automatic no-brainer. Don't have to think about it. I need this in the fullest size. And the full size, I believe, is $25, which is not bad. No, I'm sorry, it is $32. That's not bad at all when it comes to this is an 8 ounce, so this is $32. You need the smallest amount of this product. Brown Sugar Babe is, I believe it is woman owned, is black owned, and they're just an online boutique. They do pop-ups at different cities. You will have to follow their Instagram page to see what city they're going to next, because they may be at your city where you can experience these in person and purchase your things in person. But they're not doing a pop-up in mine, so I pretty much when I purchase all these, I'm blind buying them. So every single one of these is pretty much a blind buy, except for Just Peachy. I was sent this one because they took forever with a package that I ordered, or so they included this as a gift, like, I'm sorry, here you go. That's kind of what that was. And then that is when I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying this. So that is Just Peachy. Absolutely one of my favorites, will repurchase. The next one is called Cloud 9. Cloud 9, I ordered in a 1 ounce because I didn't want to pay that much and blind buy something that I may not like. So in Cloud 9, the notes are whipped vanilla cream, marshmallow, magnolia blossom, and sandalwood. I don't know why I just didn't order the 4 ounce, because it only comes in a 4 ounce. That's the largest size outside of the 1 ounce. When I tell you Cloud 9, It is something special. Cloud 9 is absolutely unique. It is so fluffy. That whipped vanilla with that marshmallow mesh, you get so much of that. For those to be the top notes, it lasts during the duration of you wearing this. Cloud 9 is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just Peachy is a scent that I feel like is beautiful for the spring, for the summer, and maybe going into the fall. But Cloud 9, I feel like Cloud 9 you can wear all year long. Cloud 9 is so beautiful. I've worn this in the winter. I haven't worn anything like Vanilla Blade based lately. And if I have, or if I were to, I would definitely be reaching for Cloud 9. But because I have the little baby 1 ounce, I have been cherishing this bad boy. And I'm like, I don't want to run out yet because the 4 ounce, let me look up how much that is. The 4 ounce is $45. So yeah, I want to cherish this as long as I can because $45 for a 4 ounce, which is this size, is expensive. Let's be real, that's expensive for just an oil. You can purchase a perfume or 2 for $45. So when we're talking about just an oil, which is to support a fragrance, it's expensive. But Cloud 9 is definitely worth the coin. I am telling you, if you want to try it, I would say get the 1 ounce if you're not ready to spend $45. But you're going to fall in love with this fragrance. With this body oil. It is so delicious. So the next one in my collection is called Bad and Bougie. So Bad and Bougie is a blend of champagne, juicy nectarine, and red currant. Bad and Bougie. The largest size is an 8 ounce of this, and that is $32. Bad and Bougie. This one is gorgeous. It is sweet. You can, surprisingly, you can get that champagne, but it's not like super like alcohol-y. It's light right at the top, and it is sweet. This is like grown woman, sexy. It is so beautiful. And the reason you keep seeing me take off the top is because it does have a stopper on each one of them. So you have an option to either cut that off or keep it, which it is great if you do keep it, especially if you're going to be traveling or plan on traveling with them. But sometimes that stopper can be annoying when you do just want to pop it open and, you know what I'm saying, get to it. But this Bad and Bougie is so good. It is so good. I would definitely recommend Bad and Bougie. I believe it does come in a 1 ounce. It comes in a 1 ounce, a 4 ounce, and an 8 ounce. So if you, again, don't want to bite the bullet, get the 1 ounce to try it. But trust me, it is so beautiful. I love Bad and Bougie. It is so good. All right, so let's get into the next one. The next one is my Tribeca. So this one is an inspired dupe for Bond Number 9 Tribeca. The notes in my Tribeca is cacao, hazelnut, jasmine, cedar, caramel, ambroxan, and moss. This comes in a 1 ounce and a 4 ounce. And my goodness, I didn't know I paid that much. This 4 ounce is $65. That is a lot. That is a whole lot. That is a lot, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I really wanted it because god dang. I didn't know I paid that much. But I do like my Tribeca. Would I repurchase my Tribeca? Probably not, because it's $65. But because I have bond number 9 Tribeca, I was like, I wanna have the oil to go with it. So that is probably why I spent $65 on this. The 1 ounce is $20. That's quite a lot for a 1 ounce. But the good thing about these oils is that you don't need much of it. You don't need much of an oil unless you want to be a slip and slide this summer or in the winter, then go ahead. But this is more of like a luxury oil in my opinion, because if you're paying $65 for a 4 ounce, you're not going to be just like, you're not going to do that. You're going to, you know what I'm saying, pull this out when it's appropriate. Tribeca, with my Tribeca, they pretty much nailed it. I'm not gonna lie, they nailed this. Okay, they nailed this. I was actually shocked because, like, dang, y'all. But it's like I said, it's not going to be something that I will repurchase solely because it is $65. And I don't typically reach for this unless I'm wearing Tribeca, or if I'm wearing, no, I can't even say that fragrance because that I have an oil with that one. So this one I only really use with Tribeca. The next one I want to talk about is called City Girl. So City Girl is compared to Good Girl Gone Bad by Killian, and the description is orange blossom, apricot, tuberose, and jasmine. City Girl is one that I do not like. I'm gonna be real, I do not like this one. It smells like green to me. I don't know if it's the tuberose, but this smells like green and powdery, and I don't like it. I don't like this one. I think that it'll be best for like the spring or any of your fragrances that has like that green note. But I don't care for this one. I know that my cousin like it, so I might just give it to her because she actually likes this. But she doesn't like very feminine fragrances. This one is feminine, but it's leaning more so unisex, and it's more serious. It's not girly enough for me. And I don't really reach for this one. I've used it maybe a little bit just to see what I can mix with it to make me like it, but I don't really like this one. So this size I paid $65 for, just to not like it. And it doesn't have a 1 ounce, so the 4 ounce was the only option. But yeah, I don't like this. I don't like this. I might play with it a little bit more to see maybe it goes well with my orange blossom fragrances. But honestly, y'all, I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I'm not feeling it. I don't really like this one at all. So I think maybe I bought it because probably at one point I was interested in that Killian fragrance, and I want to start with the oil, and then if I really love the oil, I'll think about getting the fragrance. But apparently that fragrance isn't for me. Right, the next one is Girl from Bahia. So this one is a dupe for number 71 by Sol de Janeiro. So, so good. I love this one. So I'm going to read the notes for y'all. This comes in a 1 ounce and a 4 ounce. This was $45. The notes is caramelized. The notes are caramelized vanilla, sea salt, toasted macadamia nut, white chocolate, tonka bean, and coconut blossom. This one I love. I love this one. You hear me? They absolutely nailed it. If you love number 71, you're going to love this. It helps number 71 longevity. It is absolutely amazing. Anything gourmand you want to put this under, I'm talking about Jimmy Choo. It goes well with Jimmy Choo. It goes well with number 71. It goes well with Pistachio and Praline by Truly. It is so, so good. It is so good. Like, wow. And if you mix this with the EOS Vanilla Cashmere, girl, bye. Like, I'm not playing around. This is, for me to only have put this little dent in it, and I love this one. Like, this is what I mean. Like, these last forever. They last a really long time. If stored correctly, it will last you a very long time. So this is one I would definitely repurchase 100%. I love Girl from Bahia. The next one I want to talk about is called Caked Up. Now this one was pretty hard to get, honestly. Now Caked Up, girl, I'm gonna read you the notes. Ooh, they went up on her. Oh, that's an 8 ounce. I was about to say, but it do look like it's a price increase because it says this is $38. I believe I didn't pay $38 at the time that I bought this, but it was like a year ago. So, but it does come in an 8 ounce, which is new. They did not have this in an 8 ounce when I purchased mine. But it is a blend of sweet, sugary aroma of fresh vanilla bean, cinnamon, and nutmeg. So think about the raw birthday cake batter. Child, this is cakey. It's gourmand, okay? Oh my goodness. Caked Up smells like the yellow cake mix that you put all the ingredients in, and it's just the wet batter before you bake it. It is that. It is so, so good. I'm talking about it goes with all your gourmand. I'm talking about Escapade Gourmand, Caked Up by Misa, Fragrance House. Anything that gives you like cake batter, even Bath and Body Works birthday cake, I think that's what it's called. This is the girl to get the job done. It goes well with Lyra, Devotion. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. It is amazing. It is so okay. Clutch your pearls, because this one is really, really good. So let's move on, because girl, I was there for a real long time, but I'm just saying Caked Up is good. So now we have Madame. This is a dupe for the House of Sillage Minnie Mouse. And this one, I purchased this when it released. This one was $65 when I purchased it. Let me see if it is still, yeah, it's still $65. So that's not a price increase. Okay, so the notes in here are marshmallow, whipped cream, raspberry, caramel, coconut, vanilla, musk, and cedar. And when I tell you it smells just like Minnie Mouse by House of Sillage, it smells just like Minnie Mouse. I want to say if you don't want to pay the House of Sillage price, because it's like $3.95, get Madame, because you may be able to find samples of that, but I know House of Sillage doesn't sell samples of those. And they do give you like the scratch and sniff papers when you place an order, but those are absolutely like teasers. It's no point. It's just no. If you want to actually experience it, it may be people selling samples of it, or just get Madame. This is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. When I tell you they nailed it, this is one I'm sorry, I would repurchase this. I would repurchase this. I would. Because this one is real good. And I love Minnie Mouse. So it helps me to preserve my Minnie Mouse. This one is real, real good. Next, we have Wild Card. Now, I believe this is the dupe for MFK Baccarat Rouge. It is indeed. I was correct. So, let me see if they have the notes in here. So, it says, its unique notes of jasmine, ambergris, and cedar mesh so well that many call it one of the few truly universal flattering scents for men and women. So it has jasmine, saffron, amberwood, and cedar. Let me refresh my nose. This one, I feel like it does smell like Baccarat Rouge, but not exactly like Baccarat Rouge. Yeah, not exactly. Not exactly. And I believe this one is $65. Yes, it's $65 for the 4-ounce. They sell it in an 8-ounce, which is new. And that is $95. The 1-ounce, I believe, is, yes, it's $20. This one, I don't think it is an exact dupe of it. It smells like the inspired version of the fragrance. It smells like the dupes that you can find at like TJ Maxx and stuff. That is what this will smell like. So I would not repurchase this one because I don't really need it, and I don't want it to smell like the dupe. You know what I'm saying? I want it to smell like the fragrance, but that is my opinion. If you want, go for it, but for me, it is not worth the $65 price. No, it's not. Now, let's move on to my big boys. So, this is Sweet Thing. I remember when I got Sweet Thing, I ran through her. I don't know if y'all can tell, but I ran through Sweet Thing. This was my jam last summer. So good. So they don't compare this to anything, but let me see what the notes are in here. So it is cotton candy, lemon, raspberry, and strawberry. Y'all, this smells just like pink sugar. just like pink sugar. Absolutely will repurchase this. But you have to be a pink sugar girly. If you don't like pink sugar, do not get Sweet Thing. Do not get it. I know the notes sound real good because it is. But it smells just like pink sugar. Just like it. It's absolutely amazing. My first love for the brand. The 8 ounce, I believe, is $32. Yes, it is $32. But its deliciousness, it is so, so good. I would definitely repurchase. I love this one so, so much. And then I'm going to show y'all Just Peachy. I do have the big boy of Just Peachy. Was not playing around. I was not playing around with her. Needed that one. So y'all know how I feel about that. Then we have Vanilla Sky. Now, Vanilla Sky was very disappointing for me. Vanilla Sky did not smell like, it doesn't smell like a very strong vanilla. I thought it was going to give me a gourmand vanilla. It gives me a very, I want to say like artificial, very light, generic vanilla. This kind of vanilla is the reason why I wasn't a vanilla fan, a vanilla girl, because it was too generic, and this is generic to me. This one, it says, is a great mixture of vanilla, rum, and cacao. I really don't get anything but vanilla. I don't get the cacao. I don't get the rum. I mean, it is okay. It is okay. I've been forcing myself to use it. I thought I was going to like it. I believe this size was like either $25 or $32. Yeah, it was $32. This one I would not repurchase because I would just get Creme de la Creme, which is inspired by Vanilla 28. But I would not get Vanilla Sky. I would not get Vanilla Sky. I'm just trying to use this, honestly, because I don't feel that I need to give it away. I'm going to get some use out of it. I have been getting use out of it. I'm just hoping that it eventually will get better, because the next one I'm going to talk about is an example of one that has gotten better. It did not smell like this when I got it, and that is Island Gal. Island Gal now has developed into a absolute gem, and I love this. I could not have told you that a year ago. A year ago, I did not like this at all. So the notes in here are pineapples, mango, papaya, coconut, and wild watermelon. This summer, this can be used under everything I've been wearing. Everything that I've been wearing, I can pull this out for. It is so, so good. It is so good. Like, god dang, I'm so glad this has changed. And I guess it had to settle. I really don't know. But at some point this did change, and it is now amazing. Highly recommend. Would definitely repurchase. Hopefully when, if you do have this, yours didn't smell like less gem like mine did. Hopefully it just smells like the true oil that it is described to be, because baby, this is amazing. So this is $32, worth every penny. Worth every penny for an 8 ounce. Are you kidding me? So yeah. So about ordering with this company, you're going to pay, I haven't placed an order in a while, but the standard shipping was $11. It didn't matter if you had $50 worth of product or $200 worth of product, you're going to pay shipping, period. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like when I have to pay shipping and I'm ordering a buku of stuff. You know, like, you know, I know for me, I can speak for me and only me. I purposely add more things to the cart to get free shipping. I'll end up paying way more than I intended just so I can get free shipping. So the fact that like it didn't matter how much I was adding to the cart, I was still paying shipping. I don't like that. Don't like that. Depending on if they have a sale going on or if they have a new release going on, whatever, it could also determine how long it's going to take for the product to get to you. Because when my down was released, it took weeks for me to get it on my end. That's why they sent me a little free 1 ounce to say, I'm sorry, that's on us. We took a long time. So keep that in mind. Thankfully, when you do get them, I have not experienced any of them leaking or any thing like that because they do have stoppers in it. I have traveled with mine before, especially my 1 ounces. They last a really long time. So when you think of it more so of an investment to help the longevity of the fragrances in your collection, and think of it as a way to extend the use of the fragrances, especially your expensive ones, so you don't have to spray them on like that. So for me, I would definitely recommend the brand. Definitely recommend you checking them out. I will follow their Instagram pages because they do have sales here and there. It's not frequent, but when they do have them, they're like 20%, 30% is probably the highest that I've seen. But I would shop during those sales because that's when you're gonna get the best price. But the ones that I would definitely recommend, I would say get the 1 ounce of those because they're absolutely my favorite. So good. So I definitely enjoy this brand. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it gave you some clarity on the brand and like pricing, which ones I recommend, which ones I was just like, and all of that. I really appreciate you watching and tuning into this today's video. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, especially if you made it this far. Until next time, bye.